Hi guys, I hope you're having a good day. This is Teddy. For this video, I am going to give you an overview of the Reservoir League that is just rolled out for it's under beta test in state 1. So but before that, let's go to Reservoir Raid. You can get higher Reservoir rank by winning more battle in Reservoir Operation, both Raid and League. And you can register Reservoir Raid and Reservoir League at the same time, but you won't be able to join Reservoir Raid if you are qualified for the Reservoir League. So for the rewards, let's go check. You will have your champion exclusive HQ skin and then champion exclusive merch skin as well as your frame skin. And for the top 32, you will have your top 32 HQ skin and then a top 32 frame skin. I'm not really sure yet if these skins are just for display or they have buffs as well, but I'm gonna check and then I will just update you guys. Also, Reservoir League registration rewards can be obtained no matter qualified or not, so you will have your speed here. Members of alliances qualified from qualifier battles will obtain rewards below. So you will have coins, you will have hero fragment, you got speed as well as the Mega March capacity boost. So participants of alliances qualified from qualifier battles will obtain rewards below. So you will have 14,000 coins, legendary hero fragment, and then a purified dam. Your settlement will have continuous water supply, and you can also simply enjoy the views here. So it's just like a decoration on your settlement, basically. Members of alliances and playoff will get rewards accordingly to playoff final rank. So you will get a silver crown for 90 days, some speed ups, some hero fragments, less hero badge, as well as your Mega March. Participants and reservists of alliances and playoff will get rewards accordingly to playoff final rank. So we'll have that HQ skin as well as the frame skin, the March skin, and then a statue or a monument of victory that goes to top 1 to top 32 players. Reservoir League coins can be obtained via joining Reservoir League and can be used to exchange for rewards in Reservoir League store. So you have your hero fragment, hero gear parts, as well as chief gear tools. And let's go to the Reservoir Raid. So here you will have a timeline. So for the league registration stage, that would be August 17. Drawing stage will be August 19. Playoff group round 1 will be 8/23, that is August 23. Playoff round 2 will be August 30. Playoff round 3 will be September 6. Playoff 8 final will be September 13. Playoff quarterfinal will be September 20. Playoff semifinals will be September 27. Playoff final will be October 4, and then the champion will be emerged on October 8. And like I said, here is our league store. So Reservoir store will give you a lot of items to exchange. So the higher the points you're getting, or the rank you're getting, or the more battles you're going to win, the more coins you will get. So let's go to the introduction. To have more chiefs get the chance to join Reservoir League will open based on the release time of your states, and the states will be divided into different battle zones. Each battle zone will compete to have one final Reservoir League champion. So the battle zone is all states will be divided into different battle zones based on the state release time and amount of alliances. Battle zones will be adjusted based on the number of states and the alliances in each season. Registration. Alliances can only register for Reservoir League in their battle zones. Only top 256 of the registered alliances will be qualified for joining Reservoir League. And the schedule is a Stage 1 qualifier. The 256 alliances will be divided into 32 battle zones and compete in 3 rounds of group match and 2 rounds of knockout. Only the champions of each battle zones will be qualified for playoff. Stage 2 Playoff. The 32 champion alliances from each battle zones will compete in 3 rounds of group matches and 4 rounds of knockouts. Top 2 alliances of group matches will be qualified for knockout, and the remaining 16 alliances will compete in knockout. Only the final winner will achieve the glory of champion. And for the schedule, just a reminder, guy, or a disclaimer, this is under beta test yet for now. So the features here or the mechanics here will change when it is going to roll out to most of the states later on. But I'll make sure I'll assure you guys to give you an update. I messed up with that event last time and I haven't able to give you an update. So for this one, from now on, every time I make a video from the beta server, I'll make sure to give a follow-up video for that if there are any changes on the events or features of the game. So going back, we go back to the registration. How to register. Alliance leaders and R4 members can register an event page within limited time. So it's the same with Reservoir Raid. So we have that timeline there that we need to add 30 participants and then 10 reservists. It's the same with the Reservoir League. And then for the timing, you can change almost identical to Reservoir Raid. You can choose what time you are wanting to have your Reservoir Raid. And then the final time will be based on the consensus choice of the timer within the alliances that you are going to compete with. And the participant, only the R4 and the R5, of course, can select the 30 participants and 15 reservists. And then your match scores, the match scores of each player, will constitute the entire match scores of scores of your alliance. Members joined after registration cannot be selected. Just make sure that members who joined after the registration cannot be selected as participant or reservist, but can be selected after the qualifier. So if you have plans to move to an alliance, make sure to join before the registration. Qualification. After the registration, top 256 alliances with the most power among the registered alliances will be qualified to join Reservoir League. Unqualified alliances can still join the Reservoir Raid. So all alliances can join or register to the Reservoir League. But then once the registration is finished, only the 256 alliances will be able to join the league. But it's okay. If you won't be able to be a part of the league, you can also still play the Reservoir Raid. So I think this is a good event for everyone, especially those who are just like stagnant some of the states. So it's a good thing to change your strategy, similar to state versus state, guys. So all you gotta do is work with your alliances within your state and make sure to maybe that strategy or your plan is up to you. Either you make one massive strong alliances, build 10 little ones as well, and then register them to Reservoir League, or it's all up to you. The gameplay is on you guys. I'm just presenting the game, and the gameplay and the strategy and the planning is up to you. For the qualifier will have 3 rounds of group match and 2 rounds of knockout, and will last for 5 weeks. So that's like 1 month and 1 week. Only the top 11 alliances, only the top 1 alliance and the qualifier will be qualified for playoff. And just a reminder, guys, only that is alliance with a letter A rank are the ones who are able to, or who are qualified to join Reservoir League as well. I forgot to mention that. So for the battles, 256 qualified alliances will be divided into 32 battle zones. Each battle zone will have 8 alliances, and only the champion of each battle will join with a qualified playoff. So they have for out of 256 alliances, they will split it into 32 battle zones, and you will have 8 alliances, and you will fight for who is going to win. So 32 battle zone, 8 alliances, and then the winner will be qualified for playoff. And then next is the group match. The group match is alliances in each battle zone will be divided into 2 groups. Each group will have 4 alliances. In a group will compete with each other. So after that, 8 alliances, so 256 alliances, and then it will be split into 32 battle zones. And in 30, and each 32 and each battle zone, you will have 8 alliances. And those 8 alliances, when it comes to group match, will be split into 4. And those 4 will be fighting. And victory will get 3 points, defeat will not get points or lose points. After 3 rounds of group match, top 2 alliances with highest points of each group will be qualified for knockout. Unqualified alliances will be knocked out directly, so be careful with that. That's why I'm telling before that this is quite, the mechanics is not really the same with state versus state, but it requires you to strategize to plan within your state. If your state wanted to play based on your alliances now, or if your state wanted to make a big alliance to represent your state, but it's all up to you guys. If the alliances in each group have the same points, then the 3 alliances with the highest purified water difference will be qualified. The difference is from the purified water of the 2 alliances in one bottle. If the purified water differences are the same, then the top 3 alliances winning the highest total purified water from all bottles will be qualified. For the knockout round under qualifier, 4 winning alliances from each battle zone can join knockout. Knockout will have a semi-final and final, and the result will be decided in just one battle alliance. Winning the knockout final will be the champion of one battle zone. So we have 256 alliances, 32 battle zones, and each of these battle zones will have 8 alliances, and that 8 alliances will be split into 2, and then there will be down to 2, and then the last this ones will be 4 winning alliances from each battle zone can join knockout. For the recovery stage will start after the qualifier will last for 7 days, so you will have 7 days to recover. I'm not really sure if what is the mechanics for when it comes to troops. What are they going to die, or you will going to have just a full hospital capacity, or you will have similar to state versus state? I don't know yet, but I'll be making another video once this event start in 3 when the event starts to roll out, and in every phase I'm going to update you guys. So this this video will be a series of different videos from different stages as well, so it will be quite a long one. And then going back for the schedule is qualifier. You have the recovery is the alliance leaders and the R4 members can change the participants and reservists, but can only change up to 8 change previous selected. So always remember, guys, for the recovery, alliance leaders and R4 members can change the priority of the battle time selection, but still must select 3 most wanted battle time. And then for the participants, alliance members and R4s, members can change the participants and reservists, but can only change up to 8 times. So for the recovery period after the qualifier, you can change your members, but only up to 8 times. Change previous selected participant or reservists will not have limits. So selected battle time, participants, and reservists during the recovery stage will be set till the end of the Reservoir League, and the participant rewards will be sent based on the final selected participant. So please be mindful of that as well. We all doesn't want to have cranky players, aren't we? So for the playoff with 3 rounds of group match and 4 rounds of knockout, and will last for 7 weeks. Only the champion of each battle zone can join playoff. In total 32 alliances. So 32 alliances will be out of those 32 battle zones. Will be divided into 8 groups, 4 alliances in each group. Alliances in a group will compete with each other. Victory will get 3 points. Defeat will not get points or lose points. After 3 rounds of battles, top 2 alliances again with highest points will be qualified for the knockout. So for the knockout will have an 8 final, quarterfinal, semi-final, and then final. Each final will only have 1 battle winner, of which final will be qualified for the next final. The winner of the last final will be the champion of the Reservoir League. For the rewards, I already mentioned this award earlier, and for the league regulation, this is really important one. So for the schedule, system will stop Reservoir League if there is any internet or crashing problems that affect the battle severely. State of Survival will have the final interpretation of the problems. Problems include but not limited to as follows: unstable servers, server bugs, and then misapplying of the bugs, any cheats, and third-party program using. Final result will be decided except from the following situation: battle stop cause of severe accident, state of survival will consider detailed situation and decide whether the alliances will have a rematch. You can check for more detail in rematch regulation. So, alliance leaders will represent alliances for all communication with state of survival and will deliver the detailed message back to alliance. Alliance leaders can report to the game or the league customer service when accident occurs, detailed description of the problem and relevant proofs required. State of survival has a right but not the obligation to send compensation accordingly to the accidents. State of survival will send relevant statement and decisions in game within 48 hours if any accident occurred. And for the rematch regulation, I'll get into state of survival will send detailed rematch notification after effective communications with the leaders for battles that stopped or haven't started cause of the accident. State of survival will decide whether a rematch will be made and send detailed notifications within 24 hours for battles that didn't stop but severely affected by accidents. Rematch will begin on next Tuesday regularly. Battle time will be decided by the previous battle time selection, unless both alliance leaders communicated and confirmed or state of survival notified otherwise. Alliances need to join the rematch in time once state of survival send out the rematch notifications. SOS will not provide another rematch chances if one alliance cannot join the rematch. So that's it for today, guys. I will be updating you from time to time once the stages of the event started. And that's it. I will see you in my next videos. Bye.